Imagine for a moment, it's really late at night and you're walking on an icy sidewalk and there's snow and there's slush and you're taking it step by step by step as the wind is blowing in your face. And all of a sudden in the corner of your eye, you see somebody trying to cross the street, it looks like. And you look closer and it's a woman and she's standing there and she has her walker and her bags and her parcels, and she's really, really cold. You can see that she's hovering over everything and she's shivering. What's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to go and help her, right? So what do? You take, you run across the street, and that's what you do, right? But please be careful. It's very icy and very snowy, and you don't want to hurt yourself when you're trying to help somebody. Trust me, I've been there. And then I ended up being the guy that needed the help when I was trying to help somebody else for another time. You arrive at the lady and you say, hey, hi. And she says, she's taken aback because you're a stranger, right? Like, why is this guy running at me? Like, I'd be scared too. And so you say, I want to help you. No. Okay, great. There's a language barrier now, and it's even harder for you to help her. So you start trying to, hand signals and say, like, I take you to the bus, or pointing to the bus stop, or, whatever it is. No, she doesn't want to go. No. Okay, so you don't want to leave her there. So, okay, you're standing there for a bit. You're both cold. You're both there. So you reach in your bag. You take out some cookies and some nuts and you offer it to her. And she goes, no, right? I mean, maybe she's got allergies to what you're offering her. Like, that's another thing we ought to think about. We didn't think about, right? And so you're standing there and you don't want to leave her. And all of a sudden, in the distance, there's a light coming closer and closer and closer and closer. And a big SUV pulls up right in front of the both of you. Now, suddenly your heart starts racing and you stand closer to the lady because you don't know what this is about. You're trying to protect her. Meanwhile, she, like, who's more scared right now? Like, so all of a sudden, this big guy gets out of the truck and he looks at you and goes, oh, thank you for taking care of my mother, right? And you like, oh, and so I'm sorry, I'm late. And so they get in the car and they drive off. Now, how does that make you feel? Honestly, either listening to the story or actually being in that situation. And I'm sure you've had similar situations like this. You really, really, really want to help somebody, but they don't want your help. Now, there's different lessons we can get from the story. And one of the biggest lessons is that sometimes you wanting to help somebody is actually not helping them. Maybe you may have all the good intentions and maybe you really, really want to do the right thing and help them, but it's not what they need at that time. Like in the story, right? She didn't need the bus. She's waiting for her son who was late. And it's important also to always feel the pain of somebody. That is my biggest lesson, is that in order for me to really, truly help somebody, and to feel what they're going through, it's not just about putting yourselves in their shoes. It's about actually feeling their pain, to actually feeling it to a point where you become them. And that is the highest level of help, that you can help somebody because you know what they need because you are feeling that pain. And when you get to that state, that's unity, that's oneness. And that's how you help another person. It's very important to always to ask, how can I help them? How can I help you? Like how can I make your life more easy? Not difficult, but you know what I'm saying? What can I do to make your life easier? Because, sometimes people aren't open to receiving the help that you feel that you need to give them. If you found this helpful and valuable in any such way, please share, and comment your thoughts below, and I'd be happy to continue this conversation.